Hey people, Indrid here, 3v3, Angel Gate, blue team. Gaius Baltar is a Chaos Lord, a durable and destructive hero walking through objects and cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and disruption fighting in melee. Thousand Suns elite scheme here. Alongside, Paranoid Kamikaze is an Apothecary support hero fighting in melee by default, begins with a heal, a passive health regeneration aura. The Dark Angels DLC recolored here into like light bluish. Can we see it? There we go. Got the robes and all that. Rounding off the team here, Tachanka is a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. Here comes the Warlock to say hello. It's Sir Gunter the Kaiser. This guy is a disruptive melee spellcaster that can jump on you, as you saw, with strong support as well. This is the same Han elite scheme recolored into bluish purplish. Alongside, wikkyd is a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support fighting in melee, begins with a refractor shield, can shoot his own fellas in the head, and the Death Core of Krieg DLC is here. Rounding off the teams, RipShredder is a Warboss, a melee hero walking through objects for a very strong offense, disruption and support from the front lines. Did they load in slowly or something? No, it seems like Gaius Baltar finished capping around about the same time. Meanwhile, back down to the southwest where these two contested power points are, looks like Tachanka has grabbed that node. Got Marines in the garrison. Some scouts died, I believe. Meanwhile, looks like Paranoid Kamikaze tried to get around a little flank on the Orks. Throws the heal on the scouts. The Warboss has used the stomp. You might have just spotted it. Lord Commissar having a word through the window over there. Apothecary gets a good special, but is in a dicey area. Sluggers are there. The Warboss is there. CSM grabbing the VP in the background. I think the Apothecary is going to be okay. Oh, maybe not. Big swing from the Warboss and the Sluggers get the kill. Down goes the Apothecary, first engagement. Chaos Lord gets a kill a week on a single model. Heretics kind of left to their own devices, get into trouble. Shot up and stomped. But they will get away. Looks like the red team are going to grab back the VP here. Maybe even get onto the power. What's going on in the southwest though? The Techmarine has fallen down. Bunch of dead scouts. Grenade into the garrison. Tactical Marines mostly dodged it, and looks like they repurchased the Techmarine there. Did not wait for a revive, even though they were pretty near the HQs. It's a strange map, Angel Gate. The two HQs towards the south are very close to these power points and stuff. Lots of garrisons, lots of tight areas to get stuck and caught on. But it's a fun map. Get some fun games out of it. Shooters unable to finish that cap, it seems like. Gaius Baltar lost a Chaos Space Marine. We might see the shooter boys wipe actually. Paranoid is chasing with bolter fire, but they do get away. Lord Commissar is going to come have a word, I think. Look at this. Got a decap, did the Sentinel. Decapping the wreck point as well. Assault squad on the field though for Paranoid. Bad news for the Guardsmen. 400 hit points per model on those fellas. Just shaking off that stomp. Banshees are yelling for Sir Gunter. Oh, they just killed the Techmarine. They have the aspect of strength as well, and they're taking out the turret. I don't think the turret was completed, so they could just finish it off. 482 to 465 very early on. Single cap. Gaius Baltar into Noise Marines. Very good on this map, potentially. Can shake apart the power, which you can hit, or at least get to relatively easily. And they can deal with garrison units and stuff. Lord Commissar throws up the shield. Got the power sword up for lead, by example. Good disruption and some buffs. Nothing here to be buffed by it, though. Can't buff the Sentinel. Not interested in your example. Lots of war being popped. Warboss gets the boss pole. Oh, does the boss pole buff the Sentinel? Really? It's got the graphic on it. Heard the Banshees yelling again, but I'm going to keep my eyes up here for now. Noise Marine's getting the cap. Assault squad in a... Although, there's no sluggers here. I was going to say they're in a rough fight. It's mostly the Warboss smacking on them. Lord Commissar was there as well, though, with a power weapon. Now they're both chasing the Noise Marines. Cacophony goes off. The Warboss just kind of takes a knee when he's knocked over. And now tons of bolter fire comes in from Paranoid. Noise Marines stay in play. They've only got that one Sonic Blaster, so as long as you have that one model, they'll be able to fire it at full effectiveness. It's like 15 flame DPS, that thing. It's a lot. Sentinel might be done for here, and is done for. Chaos Lord has the combi flamer as well. Would have been very difficult for it to get away. We got some artillery spotters. Deathcore of Krieg really blend into this map, don't they? There's a mortar shell. I mean, disrupted something, I guess. What's going on in the southwest? We got 2 gens up for Sir Gunter the Kaiser. Devastators in the garrison, taking sniper shots though. Just flying out of the garrisons, they die. And Banshees running on through. Looks like Tachanka's having a rough time down there. They lost their tactical marines, actually. Look at all the dead marines here. Those guys had a flamer too. Big losses for Tachanka. And the Warlock is not even needed down there at the moment, it seems. They grabbed the VP and everything. 2-1 for the red team, even though they don't have the contested VP. The tax of Paranoid tried to get on that VP, but Lord Commissar wasn't having it. Tier 2 for Gaius, Tier 2 for Paranoid. Now we see a mass of Orks with big shooters and knob leaders and burners ready to yell "Wah" and run at you, basically. The Warboss can buff them all with the boss pole as well. Warlock is persuaded to leave. Banshees with the power melee kicks for the Devastators who drop a model. Need some assistance down here, Tachanka. Giving up this power. It's not the end of the world as long as you can keep your other powers. This one's typically quite easy to keep hold of, but this one can get hit a lot. Don't think we've seen any of them get hit. Oh, looks like this one's taking some damage. From Kamikaze, probably. Or maybe Gaius Baltar. Kicking off towards the mid. Assault squad getting suppressed by aiming. What's that? And here comes the Warboss. Grenade from the Eldar. Gets rid of the Marines. Assault squad are really isolated here. Where are the sluggers though again? Whenever the assault squad jump in, the sluggers don't seem to be here. Using the Warboss to counter initiate, which is fine. He doesn't have to stomp and stuff. They dropped a model. Can they get onto the VP again? Do they want to? Warlock's going for it. 424 to 447 goes for the decap. Those guys having a bit of a rest as they retreated there. Chaos Lord on the northeastern VP. Some Khorne worship for +2 speed. No Eternal War for the CSM before the tier 2. We have a Librarian though for Paranoid Kamikaze. The smite on the blob of Orks could be super effective. Heretics need to move or fight. Looks like they're going to fight. And now they have to run, I think. Oh, they're very low. Might be able to be used for worship behind a shot blocker as they are now. Spotters throwing in some shells. Oh, that's the incendiary shell. A tier 2 upgrade for those guys. Everything boss pole buffed. Where is Kamikaze? Oh, they're fighting off some stuff from the VP, I think. Assault squad on capping duty. They took down the Warlock there. Wraithguard on the way for a Sir Gunter. Orks are going to get onto the power, I think, are they? With burners there too. Here's your Librarian. Got the Force Staff already. Gives him a better melee weapon and the Force Barrier. 376 to 447. What is this? Is this Banshees? I knew it was Banshees. Just from where they were on the map. Distortion field up. Tried to get after the Techmarine again, I think. Grenade? They're going to chuck a grenade into base. Trying to kill the Techmarine in his base here. And they might do it. There's a grenade. Can't quite chuck it far enough. They still knocked the Techmarine over though. Meanwhile, back towards the middle of the map. A bunch of dead stuff. Tactical Marines kind of awkwardly spaced out. Some full auto for the Warboss to deal with there. Lots of plasma all of a sudden on those assault squad fellas. How are they getting away with 2 models there? Pretty lucky. Let the Galaxy burn. Did some good burning of those guardsmen before they got into the Chimera. Apothecary also has Armor of Purity for faster heal cooldown and some health and stuff, and improved medical equipment to give him the energy to use those abilities. Incendiary shell again on the heretics, just making them drop dead one by one. We've got Plague Marines supported by Khorne worship. Can they get a missile shot? Apparently not. Blastmaster gets a shot in though. And that is Markov Zinch, Chaos Space Marines. Against Orks and Imperial Guard, you wouldn't expect to see it so quickly. Maybe they have Knob Squad in mind for tier 3 stuff. But if that's the case, probably should have waited to get it then. Wraith Guard now have a Dreadnought to deal with. Comes out as a melee unit. 2 close combat weapons and that wrist mounted flamer, which is all fine and dandy. Wraith Guard put a good burst of damage there though. Those Wraith Cannons will tear apart anything, but they really don't want to be in melee with anything, let alone a Dreadnought. Some support from Kamikaze. The first time I've seen them down here. Gunter calls 2, and wikkyd says they are responding with a flank maybe. Lord Commissar going for the VP, I think. Here come the Guardsmen and the Chimera. Bunch of plasma and stuff in there, of course. Any war gear for the Techmarine? Nope. We do have Armor of the Inferno. We saw that let the Galaxy burn earlier. Force Barrier hits a single Banshee. And now they're kind of isolated here. Can they deal with them? Assault Squad are busy capping. Here comes the Dreadnought slowly but surely. They didn't seem to do any damage to the Librarian there. It's like they couldn't fight because the other one was missing or something. Big fight kicking off here. Assault Squad jumping in. A staggered jump, which actually worked out okay for them. Get a big heal there from the Apothecary too. His heal gets better every level as he levels up. Melter Bomb on the War Truck. The Assault Squad stayed in play for too long though, and down they go. Tried to get that Melter Bomb off. Maybe they got knocked down a few times where they were trying to get it or something. The Warboss is also getting destroyed. Sorry, the Dreadnought, I mean, is also getting destroyed. Looks like it's okay. Warboss is reasonably healthy. Dreadnought's coming back in with Blessing of the Omnissiah. This is not a good move. There's tank busters there going after the Wraith Guard. Chaos are trying to deal with the Lord Commissar in the background. The Dreadnought's still around. Tank busters backed off a bit. I don't think it's going to get away though. Very determined to take out those Wraith Guard. Couple more volleys, it's going to go down. Should have got it the hell out of there. That was sloppy from Tachanka. It got out and came back in. Kinetic Pulse from the Rangers, knocking down like 2 full tack squads and the Apothecary there from long range. Looks like we got another one from the drop pod from Kamikaze to replace the Assault Squad that they lost. Trying to keep the pace up. wikkyd with a Lehman Russ on the way, really. Red team looking good in terms of tech. RipShredder should have gone tier 3 already as well, but hasn't. Sir Gunter is in tier 3 with a bunch of resources. We could see an avatar. Avatars and Terminators and Great Unclean Ones and stuff do really well on this map because you're so close to your base. Even if you go to the middle, it's not that far from your base to get back to safety. Especially when you're a Terminator and you have a teleport. We have an aspiring champion for the CSM. Did Sir Gunter lose anything? Lost the Heretics along the way, has replaced them. Don't think they lost anything else. Kamikaze lost the Assault Squad, of course, lost their scouts. Tachanka has lost Marines and a Dreadnought, but now goes tier 3. Lehman Russ is up. Can be a risky map for tanks. I've always said it over the years. Lots of little narrow areas and buildings and stuff to get in your way. A decent grenade on the Noise Marines there. Guardians being chased around. Warlock trying to get on the Chaos Lord. No war gear for this Warlock, but they're level 4. They've done well. Here's the Lehman Russ. See how already it seems to be like packed in, and it's difficult for it to move. We don't have any anti-vehicle here for it to worry about though, I don't think. Banshee's yelling. Plague Marine's running away. Banshee's still giving chase. Some grenades going in. Here's Sluggers. There's a Smite. Doom blasting. But they are going to be ganged up by the Sluggers and the Banshees and the Warlock. Heretics get away though. Do have an aspiring champion, which I'm sure helped. And now what are you going to do, ladies? You going to bash the power? No? Not sure what they're going for. Oh, maybe they're going for it. 361 to 330 on the VPs. Sneaky scouts grabbing, or rather decapping a wreck point there. And they've got this power, you know. They've stolen this power, both noted. Tachanka with a drop pod. Was that just a reinforcing drop pod? Or did they get some Marines along the way and lose them as well? Or did they drop in a Venerable Dreadnought and lose that? I don't think so. We have a plasma cannon, that's for sure. An Avatar is on the way for Sir Gunter the Kaiser. RipShredder has gone tier 3. And what kind of tank is this? Oh, it's an unupgraded Leman Russ. Don't usually see them unupgraded for long. Meanwhile, Banshee trying to power bash. Having a rough time of it. Can they get away? CSM trying to get into position for a melee on retreat. And did a decent job of it. They got away with 2 models there. It should be pretty good level, right? Yeah, level 3. They've done well, the Banshee, so far. Librarian in melee with Wraith Guard. And destroying them with that 70 DPS power weapon. Down they go. Librarian kicking some ass. Gets a heal as he retreats as well. And we have a melter gun Techmarine with Artificer armor. No marked target then. Nob squad is on the way for RipShredder. Those Mark of Zinch CSM are going to be very useful for putting damage on. And we got some more assault squad fellas for Paranoid Kamikaze. 320 to 328 on the VPs. Very, very close. What is this? Oh, it's the war truck. It's going to go down. Plague Marines still shoot at the same rate when suppressed, and they get it done. Noble boys get it done. Sluggers are on them though. Looks like the Sluggers just killed the Blastmaster Noise Marines back there. CSM in a bit of a rough place too. This is a really bad place for them. Sloppy from Gaius Baltar. Maybe saved them with Let the Galaxy Burn. Maybe there's a lot of Daka. And nope. Did not save them. Bad passage of play for Gaius Baltar. Took out the war truck but lost Noise Marines and CSM. Fully upgraded CSM. Does throw in an Imperial Abyss, which killed some stuff. Got a bunch of kills there. I don't think it wiped anything though. Those guard. Oh, it might have whacked guardsmen because they've only got 1 left, wikkyd. And I think they had 2 at some point. Something else just died there as well. But I'm not sure what. They are getting some more guardsmen up. Those guys do have plasma and a Lord Commissar. Yeah, I think it wiped some guardsmen. What is this? It's the Avatar. An infiltrated Avatar thanks to the holofields there. Missile launcher. Oh, double missile launch attacks and Vanguard with Power Fist to help go after these vehicles. Boss Pole buffing everything back here. 320 to 285. Paranoid on the VP. Avatar coming to say hello though. Missile will do some good work versus the Avatar. Not quite as damage efficient as a plasma gun would be against an Avatar, but does some good stuff. There's Wrath of Cain. They got the VP. They should get out of here now, I think. Yep, there's the retreat. Vanguard Veteran still in play, though. Banshees are yelling. What are they yelling at? Yelling at Marines down here. Tachanka with a Land Raider Redeemer on the field now. Can Sir Gunter nuke that thing with an Eldritch? Don't know if they have the red right now. No, but they're getting up there. Just grenaded that guy for some more red. Red team getting their VP back. And they're going for the contested as well. Nob's got on the field with user choppers, and they're fully upgraded already with those huge hammers and the Nob Leader. Actually, do they have Meaner and Greener? I don't think they have Meaner and Greener yet, because they'd have the plus icon if they did. So they're not quite fully upgraded. User choppers from the Warboss though, a big buff for those guys. The tank needs to keep on moving, going for the Mark of Khorne for just more damage on the guns. Now some Terminators for Paranoid Kamikaze. Regular Terminators don't typically fare very well against a Nob squad, but they are now off the field. Vanguard Veterans jumping in to retreat path. Nicely done, but can't quite get the wipe on those shooter boys. Tank busters on the tank though. Busting it. There's a lot of damage. Did they get a barrage or something? That was a hell of a lot of damage. 315 to 216. We have a Fist of Brockus for the Lord Commissar. Stubbornness as well. A Venerable Dreadnought for Tachanka, unique to the Techmarine, this thing. 1750 hit points, and now getting the Dark Age of Technology upgrade as well for 300 more hit points. Limited to melee, but it can charge. 301 to 216. Not sure what the Techmarine is up to. Should be repairing or shooting or something. And he's going down. Human Russ with a Vanquisher Cannon. Good versus large targets. Getting shots on the Land Raider Redeemer, which should be closer to the middle, I think. This thing acts as a retreat point. Can also reinforce. So you want it closer to the mid. Maybe even up on the contested VP. But it's very tight up here. Not a great place for a Land Raider to hang out, I don't think. Unless it's really far back, maybe. We have Cyclone Missile Launcher Terminators. So Paranoid has tons of anti-vehicle. Double missile launchers, Vanguard Veterans, Power Fist, and now a Cyclone Missile Launcher. Kicking off towards the middle of the map. Lord Commissar throws up the shield, but might go down anyway because there's a lot of bolter fire. Nope. Stubbornness keeps him alive. Nob Squad gets in, and they show no fear. Popped on both attacks. Use the choppers in there though. Look at the damage of the specials. Terminators going in with their Power Fists, you know. Hard Boys up on the Nob Squad. Here comes Sluggers as well. Look at the amount of damage the Nob Squad soaked up there. Pretty nuts. Avatar on the prowl. Goes after the Plague Marines. Gonna kill a model, I think. Yep, boom. Warboss, I believe, is gonna go down. Yep, good ethereal slash from Sir Gunter. The Kaiser immediately goes for the revive. And gets hit by their own Whale of Doom. Never mind, they'll just revive again. Is that the Bang Bang Hammer that the Warboss has as well? What have you got, Mr. Warlock? Providence, Warp Throw, and the Witchblade of Kurnus, what I like to call the Angry Space Elf build. Warboss is back up and does indeed have the Bang Bang Hammer and heavy armor. Got the boss pole as well, of course. 288 to 170, 2-to-1 cap for the blue team. Zoom out a bit here. Land Raider could be in trouble. Oh no, the Venerable Dreadnought's in trouble. Goes down. Tank Buster and Vanquisher Cannon and Banshees with their spear. Not to mention the Avatar coming in. It might be time, yeah, to back off, Mr. Land Raider. Tank Buster Barrage. Got some hits in there. That Galaxy burn from way downtown. Good hit on the Tank Busters, I think. Land Raider is trying to escape. Is the Warboss buffing the Avatar with those Bang Bang Hammers hits? I think it was. Because look, it's got yellow buff circles now. They did get the Land Raider, as you can see. Down it goes. Tachanka down to a single unit. They really have struggled to preserve their stuff. 288 to 170. Can Gaius Baltar and Paranoid continue to carry them? Warp Spiders coming in. They used their haywire on the Land Raider already, I believe. Lots of damage on the Leman Russ. Holy crap. But they were lined up for a rocket run. Ouch. Vanguard Veterans going after the Leman Russ. They could jump on rear armor maybe, but they're taking plasma gun shots like crazy from double guardsmen there. 1-to-1 cap. Blue team not out of it yet. Tachanka has tons of resources, but what are they going to get with them? What are they going to get with them? Plague Marines could be in trouble on retreat path. There's some Khorne worship. The death explosion might have saved them there. Big boom shot from the looted tank. Boom gun, that's what it's called. I always forget what that thing's called. And red team are taking back the northeastern VP. Our Lightning Claw Chaos Lord now is down level 8. Doing some good work. Typically he gets a bunch of XP using the combi flamer and stuff. There's full auto on the Warlock to get him to leave. These Warp Spiders are being really annoying. Almost finishing off the Techmarine there. Here comes another Land Raider Redeemer for Tachanka. 276 to 170. I don't think Sir Gunter used a nuke. Yeah, they have a nuke available. Here come a Seer Council and some Kasrkin. Red team looking strong, you know. Looking strong. I don't know if blue team have what it takes to punch through, even if they have the Land Raider. They have a decent amount of VPs to try and delay, try and get more stuff on the field with the tank. What is this? Vanguard Veterans going after that Lehman Russ again, just trying to keep pressure on it. So it kind of free reign just to go after stuff. Oh, that was weird. The Librarian tried to use the Gate of Infinity there, but they got like knocked over at the same time. Warlock getting destroyed, but does get away, kicking off towards the northeast. There's a Baneblade for wikkyd. Down goes the looted tank though. Well done, Plague Marines. They've done really well. Level 4, these guys. They have 2 of them? Yeah, they have 2 of them. Blastmaster got a decent shot as well. Tank might need to keep moving. Nope. It's safe for now. 236 to 170 on the VPs. Throws out the heal, dodds the Apothecary. Trying to keep these guys in play. Doesn't want to retreat them off and concede the VP there. If they can help it. Tactical Marines having to retreat though. The Terminators of course can't retreat. The Seer Council are strangely split up here. There we go. 219 to 170. Ouch. Predator tank showed the rear armor to a Baneblade. Tank busts a barrage. Oh, to disrupt the Noise Marines. 213 to 170. Warboss fighting some Terminators in melee here. Has to run. They've all got those power fists and stuff. Avatar is now on them though. There's a second Land Raider that is going to Eldritch it immediately. They have Haywire as well. Even Russ getting shots. Oh, looks like the shot there was blocked by the victory point. Warp Spiders tying up the Noise Marines, getting them off the field. 196 to 170. Red team steadily eating away at those VPs, steadily creeping across the map, putting pressure on. Don't want to overextend though. Has the Avatar overextended? That's a warp throw. Gets those Plague Marines out of there. Nicely done by Sir Gunter. Look at that tank buster barrage. Almost every rocket hit there. That was really good. It's a big target to hit with your barrage. Tachanka needs to purchase something. They have some resources. So does Paranoid. Paranoid might be waiting for more Terminators or something. I have Eldritch, says Sir Gunter. Double tank busters up for RipShredder. Baltar can drop a nuke as well. Might be good. Webway going up in the mid. Can they get onto this VP? Here's the Chaos Lord with his claws and stuff. Level 8. Now the Demonic Visage is going up. Just needs to hit something and he'll debuff everything around it with the Demonic Visage accessory. Force Barrier. Which does block shots, right? I believe it blocks shots as well. See, Council getting in. But they are isolated and they get dealt with. Here comes that Land Raider. It's quite low already. Might need to back it off for some more heals. What's going on up here? There's a nuke on the Baneblade. They're going to get it, I think. They do get it. Nicely done by Gaius Baltar. Used the Plague Marines and the nuke and the tank and got the Baneblade down. Providence up for the Warlock, level 8. It's going absolutely mental. Grenade chucked in there. Warlock is dealt with though. And here comes another Venerable Dreadnought for Tachanka. 2 Venerable Dreadnoughts, 2 Land Raider Redeemers. How is he getting the power for this? They still have those powers capped in the southwest. Are they both still noded? No, only one of them's noded. Still, that's a lot of power coming in over the course of the game. Venerable Dreadnought smacking through stuff. Now getting haywired though. He'll be alright, I think. Oh no, Fire Prism's getting shots in. 130 to 170. Up in the northeast. Gaius Baltar could not get the cap. Loses the tank. The Chaos Lord also went down. Just faced too much stuff too quickly. But there's the remains of the Baneblade. Got a decap there, Paranoid. Nicely done. Blue team's still in this, it seems. They seem to have the resources to recover when they need to. The Venerable Dreadnought gets away. And there's the Land Raider. Doesn't have the red to use Blessing with the Omnissiah. What do the Kasrkin have? Kasrkin are plasma gunned up. Lots of repairs for the Leman Russ. Looks like blue team are maybe trying to put pressure down here to drag the Orc down. There's more Terminators for Paranoid. And they're going for more Cyclone missile launchers too. Could very quickly take out a Fire Prison with double Cyclones. If they can hit it right, of course. Oh, they're going up northeast. Is the Land Raider coming up here? No. Land Raider's staying on the natural VP for now. Kamikaze just drop a unit. Oh, Librarian went down, says wikkyd. Thank you for answering my question. 94 to 153. Venerable Dreadnought being used very aggressively there. It's a big blob of Terminators and Marines. That's kind of nuke bait right there. Artillery spotters dropping in the incendiary shell. Doesn't seem like Paranoid is too worried about it. Just heals up the tax. And the Terminators are kind of shrugging it off. And they are getting the VP. The Techmarine is on the VP. And there's another tank for Gaius Baltar. There's another Mark of Pawn. They got some more heretics up. They did lose... Oh, Eldritch. They did lose one of their Plague Marines as well, but they've still got a level 4, fellas, right? Yeah. They must be doing some pretty damn good damage with the missile launcher. At level 4, I assume. 86 to 143. Another Knob Squad on the way for RipShredder. There's a 2 to 1 though for blue. But they might lose their natural. The Eldar are on it. Only heretics here to defend. Trying to Doom Blast the little hearts out. Got a good special. And they stopped the decap. It's only the aspiring champion left. And he has to run. He did what he could. Another Baneblade on the way for wikkyd. Knob Squad now piling in on the Terminators. And they do have Mina and Greener now, that's for sure. Plasma guns as well from the Kasrkin. Nasty. How quickly they shoot their plasma, is that right? That looks insane. Do they have some kind of rapid shot ability that I don't know about? Because that model seemed to be shooting the plasma like a freaking machine gun. Keep an eye on his Kasrkin. Got some good drugs pumped into them. Terminator's barely getting away here, or maybe not. They're going after the wrong models now. 2 hit points and it gets away. Wow. 86 to 1. Look at this guy. Look how quickly he's shooting that plasma gun. Is that what their firing pattern's like? That's nuts. 84 to 124. I don't think I've ever noticed them use their plasma like that before. Maybe it was always the case. What is their DPS supposed to be? 20 per gun. And they get 2 of them. It's a lot of pew-pew. 71 to 124. The nuke was from Gaius Baltar. But they already had the VP. And Seer Counselor still in play. What level are you guys? Still level 1. The Baneblade is on the field, but where is it? Looks like it's maybe coming towards the natural VPs. Apothecary getting wrecked, runs away. Sluggers in on the Vanguard. Oh, they leave him alone. Oh, it's a good merciless strike, you know, that wrecked the Kasrkin. Level 3 Kasrkin. Oh, did they die? Oh, no, they got away. Oh, level 2 Kasrkin got away. 47 to 124. Chaos Lord trying to get the cap done now. They still have the contested VP, the blue team. Down goes the Vendread. Now in the Stoicism mode. Get some hits on the... I've got 1 hit on the Fire Prison. That was alright. Nob squad trying to hold up the cap. Odd boys up as well. Chaos Lord finishes the cap, but goes down. Yes, they'll get revived there. And here comes the Warlock piling pressure on. Got the 2-1 of the blue team. Great unclean one on the way for Gaius Baltar. Tachanka needs to purchase a unit they can keep alive. Tank Buster Barrage. Was it aiming for the Land Raider? Because it wasn't moving. They missed either way. 43 to 110 on the VPs. Warlock getting a decap now. They can't hold on to their natural. Game's going to slip away from them. Great unclean one's going to be great here, but is it going to be enough? Tachanka with a Predator tank. I don't think they should go for a Predator tank here. They've stuck to their Techmarine. They've got an insane amount of vehicles up. Nob squad on the way. Didn't they have one on the way already? Maybe it was cancelled. Something is going up to the northeast. What is it? It's the guard. Yeah, the Kaiser can really throw out those plasma shots. Look at that. Is that right? That looks nuts. Maybe that's just what their firing pattern is, and they do a tiny amount of damage per shot or something. Certainly not what plasma guns usually do, as you can see. Yeah, I don't think plasma guns should be doing that. Very strange. Chaos Predator got haywire, being chased by a Seer Council, which aren't a heavy melee unit, but they can still do work, especially on rear armor. Plague Marine trying to cap. They got the decap. They're going to die and explode on death. There it is. Great unclean one is heading north, I think. We have another avatar on the way. Sir Gunter has lost a lot in these last pushes. And they're getting into base here for some reason. So it's Tachanka with a las cannon Predator tank, which doesn't last long, goes down. Tachanka's had a rough game. Great unclean one is here. Passively damages nearby enemies. Nob squad aren't too bothered about the smell. They're chasing it. They're used to it, you could say, living amongst orcs. But blue team are looking depleted. 2 units, 3 units, 2 units. Although they're pretty good units that they have. Pretty good units. Baneblade is at half health. Where's those cyclones? Here they come. Is that enough? That is so much damage, but it's not quite enough. Can they get onto Power Fist range, maybe? Vanguard Veteran getting in there. Repairs are coming in. Avatar needs to tie up the Terminators, I think. Because they're getting those inspiration buffs. Oh, end of the game. They're getting those inspiration buffs when they storm Baltar stuff down. But red team had it. GG indeed. Hell of a game. 2-1 cap at the end. Wasn't even paying attention. Chaos Lord was down at the end, level 10. Level 10 Apothecary. A level 9 Techmarine. Tachanka did struggle a bit though in preservation of his units. Level 8 Warboss. A level 4 Lord Commissar with the carapace armor at the end as well. And a level 10 Warlock did so much ethereal slashing with his Providence and stuff, just counter-initiating those Vanguard Veterans there. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a pretty nuts one, and I'll see you next time.